Okay, I was talking about marichino cherries. I was forced to work in the dark food industry, and had a lot happen to me, including attempted murder when I was there. But I'm trying to say don't eat the maraschino cherries, and I'm giving a recipe for ones that are healthy that you can make yourself and pickle yourself. It takes about 3 weeks. You can do it in a week too. I don't know how they turn out. You get this Queen Anne cherries. They're like yellow and red, and you pick enough of them, wash them, and you put them like in a large vessel, like a very large jar or something like that. Big container that has a big opening on the top, like kind of like just like a jar that the opening is as big as as big as the base, kind of open the jar that's a little bit more open on top. But what you do is you make a gallon of brine. You take like I think it's 5 ounces of pickling salt, and you add it to distilled water, and you put the brine all over the cherries and fill it up. If a gallon's not enough, you can make, or it might be, you might have to look up this for the pickling. Look up like a weight or whatever ratio you want to use for pickling. But you can use echinacea as an antibiotic instead of using dill. That's what I would do. You can use golden seal too, but it's bitter. It doesn't taste good. If you taste a maraschino cherry before it has a sugar on it and the food coloring, you'd really be sick. I mean, it's nasty. It's rotten, just gross, with animal carrion and who knows else what. But anyway, you put a bag that has the same brine that you put on the cherries, like a plastic Tupper bag, or like a Ziploc quart bag, or whatever size you need, or a gallon. And you leave that in a room. I just in the dark in a closet, as long as the temperature is like between 70 and 75 degrees. That's for pickling, so things that get putrid or gross and making other chemicals that'll hurt your body. And then every day you take clean water, like distilled water, and you go to the bag and rinse the bag off. Take the bag off that's you put down on the cherries in the jar. It's just full of brine, nothing else. The same brine that's on the cherries. And you just skim off this like little white mold that starts to grow, and you just skim it off the top of the surface of the brine, and then you clean off the bag with clean water, like distilled water. That's the best way to do it. Anyway, in like 3 weeks, they're done pickling, and then you can add like 3 cups of sugar to the brine and the cherries, and 2 packs of red food coloring Kool-Aid, or probably pick whatever flavor you like. But the cherries don't really flavor. They're the maraschino. They're gross. But anyway, these ones are healthier, and if you keep them and don't put them in jars or anything like that, they're also probiotics. So that's good for you. Fresh made sauerkraut, fresh made, pickles with lactic acid. I don't like the lactic acid on the pickles so much, so I use echinacea for these. But that would taste kind of funny. Anyway, thank you.